2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts add on to their lead. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And I'm telling you, nothing will line up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throws it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score 17. Vikings nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my man.
You're down 3 scores more. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run it with Madison. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, if they continue to run the ball this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Come on, taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Nearly got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they move the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, what a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. Snap and hold together for the result.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy. Nice pickup.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block on the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards to pick up his catch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed him up in a big way. I think doubling it has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Vikings.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. Blankenship's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to try and go deep. He's got him in, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
This is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going to run with Madison again. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
They rode him right out of bounds. Cousins from the gun on third. That will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be second down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error with throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Take it all away. Now they just look at the defense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
Without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1. He's denied as he tried to get the second.
Another carry now from Madison. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I don't think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And on third and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And lead down to 20. Alex, the kickoff as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25. 45-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run once more to Taylor. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Wentz. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, but a Colts first down.
Reception there from T.Y. Hilton. He absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Wentz down to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about your progressions. You're throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. In the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for him. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. For Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call it a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be on to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
If he keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fielded in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
But it matters because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw his Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Colts 41, Vikings 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now we're trying to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. Keep it gets it on the ground.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw is Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up with a different area. We think about sportsmanship and all that. We're thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. Taylor refusing to go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards. That's help for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
23-yard line.
On first down, it's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here if they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. And guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week, boss, man. Oh, without a doubt. Head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays and they execute it, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back to the nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's been lucky it wasn't awful as he got hit as he threw it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver really starting to lead the game. You got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. Route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of them now.
Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down at 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Cousins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And that